Thank you, Sarah. That was a wonderful introduction. Thank you, everyone, for taking time out to listen to what I have to say. I hope it's vaguely interesting. EduTours की जो कहानी है, I'm just going to give you some context first. Context for the work. This is how we structure it. Context for how this work started. Context for the presentation that you will see today. So it's a very sensitive topic that and challenging that Sarah has given me about clothing and the vernacular, because immediately it creates an us and them. So a lot of today's conversation is going to be about bridging boundaries, about inclusivity, and understanding the sensitivity of the other. It's much more about the other than it is about ourselves. And we will also touch upon cultural appropriation, which is something that's very rampant these days, and we have to be careful about. These are all fragile ecosystems that we'll be discussing. So thank you, Sarah, for a challenging topic. Doesn't happen often. सबसे पहले ये बताते हैं कि I don't know if you know this name or not, but if you don't, when I'm done, you should look her up. This topic, this conversation today, this presentation, and many of these presentations, which are Cube EduTour presentations, are almost always dedicated to a dear friend of mine, Sabine Mahmood. I don't know if you know her or not. Some of you may know her. So Sabine and I've known her since she was 16, since I was 16. And when I came back to Karachi in 2010, T2F के साथ काम कर रही थी, Peace Niche she was running, वगैरह वगैरह. But there, she was constantly involved in a lot of social activism, political activism, on the streets, protesting, ये वो वगैरह. So there's an interesting conversation I had with her one morning. हम दोनों by chance इस्लामाबाद में थे. मैं एक speaker था at the Board of Architectural Education की conference, which I have to tell you is not my forte, nor my interest. पता नहीं गलती से मुझे बुला लिया होगा उन्होंने. हम चले गए देखने के लिए कि भाई what does life on the other side look like? So we went to check. She was there protesting. सर्दी में, December का time है. सर्दी में, बारिशों में, वो सड़क पे खड़े होके लाल मस्जिद वाले मौलाना के against protest कर रही थी. So I said, भाई हमें भी कुछ time दे दो. Meanwhile, I was in a suit, sitting through what conferences are like, in the Marriott all day, etc. So she said कि मेरे पास सुबह नाश्ते के लिए time है. If you have time for breakfast, join me. So of course I rolled out of bed. सुबह 7 बजे नीचे आ गया. I said, यार तुम ये क्यों करती हो? Like we need you to become part of the system. वो system जैसा भी है, आप उसको अंदर से आके infiltrate करें, उसको अंदर से समझाएं, उसको बाहर से खड़े होके तनकीद करना हर आदमी करता है. Why do you do these protests? Why don't you come onto my side? And she said something which I will never forget. And it changed the course of the Cube EduTours. She said, I come out to the streets, मेरा अभी भी हलक में फंसता है when I talk about it. तुम्हारे जैसे दोस्तों के वजह से मुझे सड़क पे आना पड़ता है. Those were her exact words. This was 2012, 2013. The December, 4 or 5 months later, she was assassinated. But that really rang home. Okay, how many of us who have the responsibility, the privilege of an education, of exposure, of a passion, of desire for things that we can own, our country, our heritage, our music, our color, our children, our adults, our animals, that we just sit back and we take them for granted and कुछ खास करते नहीं हैं. तो ये उसका sentence मेरे दिमाग में घूमता रहा. And when she passed away, when she was assassinated, it really made me feel so guilty. And Cube EduTours उस वक्त 2012 में already इसकी inception हो चुकी थी. My journey had begun. But it really went into fourth gear because this was my fire for the fuel. This was the fuel for the fire. कि तुम्हारे जैसे दोस्तों के वजह से मुझे सड़क पे आना पड़ता है. This is a very iconic statement. If you think about कितने लोगों को सड़क पे आना पड़ता है मेरे जैसे दोस्तों के वजह से, मेरे जैसे फैमिली मेम्बर्स की वजह से, मेरे जैसे टीचर्स की वजह से, कितने सारे बच्चों को, औरतों को, लड़कों को, बूढ़ों को, कितने लोगों को सड़क पे आना पड़ता है because people like us just don't do enough. So this talk is, I'm hoping she's watching all of you coming into the world of design and culture, and therefore it's dedicated to her. So ये story आप याद रखिएगा and look her up for those that don't know who she is, and the enormous impact she's had on the cultural scene for the youth in Karachi specifically. एक तो ये चीज़ है. दूसरी चीज़ है, Cube EduTours came out of my professional practice. कैसे मैं पढ़ाया करता था. I'd come back in 2010 and Indus Valley ने कहा था कि please आके एक हमारे सारे teachers गायब हो गए हैं, can you come and help with the thesis students of the interior department? I said, no problem. And I would ask them simple things like, you've learned about 1940s modernism and 1930s and 1920s. We all know about the Art Deco. We know this, that. But at that same point in time, do you know what was happening east of the Bosphorus? Do you know what was happening in non-European countries? 1920, 1930, 1940, 1890, 1870. What are the dates for the Art Nouveau? You will all know. What was happening at our end? What was happening at our end that was not directly related to the result of World War I or World War II? Why were we having to suffer a design philosophy that hasn't impacted us? We have brilliant craftsmen all over the place. हाथ का काम हमारे तरफ से मशहूर है, from China all the way up to Turkey. Why are we going minimalist? Why are we making boxes? Why are we stacking people in homes like chicken and then calling it avant-garde, calling it modernism? This is really weird. It's almost like penitentiary architecture. What happened to understanding the universe, sacred geometry, the value of the blue indigo, the value of the cobalt in the tiles, the kashikari, just the geometry, Mughal, pre-Mughal, and then you go across this region. So when I would speak to my students, they would stop beyond what their art history had told them about modernism, Western, Art Deco Western, everything was Western. ऐसी तो बड़ी अजीब बात है, हमने तो कितने लाखों लोगों की शहादत के बाद अपनी Western colonial lineage को काटा है, and we're continuing it, self-imperializing. So I said, ऐसा करो, I'm happy with the fact that you know your modernism, and you know Frank Lloyd Wright, and you know whatever they were, the modern masters that I have now made a concerted effort to forget the names of. Frank Lloyd Wright, Mies van der Rohe. अब याद आ रहे हैं, आप लोगों के लिए याद करना पड़ रहा है. What else is there? Is that where the penny drops? Is that the end of the rainbow? No. We have a lot more that's been taken away from us. So I started these physical journeys. कि आप उठे अपनी classroom से, कराची से बाहर चलें, let's go to मकली. आप उठे अपने घर के comfort से, AC से, let's go to चौकंडी. आप उठे अपने safety of your house in DHA, let's go to Mohenjo-daro. Let's understand the intense and rich culture that we have, which our education curriculum does not share with us. I want you to have the information and then thwart it. नहीं चाहिए मुझे. It's not relevant to my design process. It's not relevant to my concept. But to not empower you with that information is criminal as far as I'm concerned. So that's where this began in 2012, and I'd started because it was my own journey कि मैं तो जाके देखूं, आपके साथ कुछ बताने से पहले मेरे पास तो information हो. So I said, चलो caravan start करते हैं. I went. Then my khala went, then somebody else went, then Muniza Shamsi went, then Kamla went. So suddenly वो बैठे बैठाए एक personal journey, दोस्त यार है बाप के बाद 10-15 लोग. I remember one trip to Makli, सड़ी गर्मी में 2 groups आए थे, 30 सुबह 5 बजे से lunch तक और 30 बाद में मुझे lunch. I was so drained that day. I was like, this is crazy. कि एक में ना तो कोई pamphlets, ना कोई guide, ना कोई tourist book, ना कोई information center. What are we doing? And Makli, if you've been, I'm sure you have if you got Saira here, is 400 years of magnificent history as the crow flies. एक लाइन में आपको ना तो रोम, ना कॉलोसियम में, ना शंघाई में, कहीं आपको 400 साल की आर्किटेक्चरल हिस्ट्री इस तरह नहीं दिखेगी. उसमें क्या ख़ास बात होती है? उसमें बात यह है कि वो एक कल्चरल हिस्ट्री है, एक सोशोलॉजिकल हिस्ट्री है, एक फिलोसॉफिकल हिस्ट्री है, एक कंस्ट्रक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी की हिस्ट्री है, क्राफ्ट्स की हिस्ट्री है, उस क्राफ्ट्समैन के टूल्स की हिस्ट्री है, उसके अपने फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन की हिस्ट्री है. There is the politics of the people, the patrons who are buried there. All that history, as the crow flies in a straight line, you can see from Jam Nizamuddin till essentially Shah Jahan Mosque, which is the end past the Tarkhans when the Mughals arrive, right at the end. This is magnificent, so great. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then, वहीं आके फिर बात रुक जाती है. उसका हालदा जाके देखें आप. So इस तरह से I started rediscovering these places. It's not like they needed to be discovered. They've been sitting there for hundreds of years. Mohenjo-daro for 2,500 years. Mehergarh for 7,000 years. We have a magnificent history. Baltit Fort, Altit Fort, Kalash से लेकर यहाँ तक, from Kalash to Nagar Pakar. 1,000-year-old temples to Greek history, pagan history in Kalash. How do we start collating all of this and bringing it together. Right? So that was where the journey began. And then over the years, as I interact with these people, because वहाँ जाते हैं तो आपको music भी मिलता है, आपको खाने पीने की भी चीज़ें मिलती हैं. And then I started very early on feeling a little bit awkward dressed like this. Ranikote पे हमने बहुत काम किया. Ranikote is the largest fort in the world. Have you been? Who's been? हाथ उठाएं. Or let's say who's not been. Right. So as soon as the weather improves, after 15th October, get on our case. I'm going to take you to Ranikote. Ranikote means Rani Court, Pani ka Qila. It's not Rani Court. Please forget there are no queens there. There have never been any queens there. It's Ranikote. Ranikote तो हम लोग ने अंग्रेज़ों से inherit किया है, but पुरानी किताबों में वो RUNNI लिखा जाता था, which is how it should be. It's Ranikote, right? And you got to say it with that मिठास. Ranikote तो बड़ा लगता है कि आपको punishment मिल रही है, right? So रानी का कोट कि उसने ऊपर से कोई लिबास पहन लिया हो. No, unfortunately it's not that. So it's a magnificent, largest fort in the world. It's a complex of 3 forts, 26 kilometers, वगैरह वगैरह. A great space to go and imagine what the design of their lives would be like. What would they have worn? For you guys, it would be a treasure to unfurl because there's so much there just by imagining, feeling the energy. Feeling the energy की जो बात है ना ये बड़ी ज़रूरी है. हम लोग जहाँ भी जाते हैं, and I think this is partly the fault of our digital era, partly the fault of social media allowing you to interfere in other people's spaces without any protocol, is we've stopped listening. One of the things that I've learned on a recent tour to Hunza, I had a group from an 8-year-old to an 80-year-old. There was 25, 26 of us. And to just get them to keep quiet was such a struggle. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, आप बलते फोर्ट पे गए, आपको एक बल्ती जो यहाँ जिसकी पैदाइश है, जिसके रग रग में खून में ये चीज़ घूम रही होती है. हम तो आए हैं अपने खून को ढूंढने, अपनी lineage को डिस्कवर करने, अपने कल्चरल हेरिटेज को माफ़ी मांग के अपनाने. वो बंदा वहाँ पे, he's grown out of those stones, out of those rocks. He can hear the whispering buildings. आप उसकी बात ही नहीं सुनना चाहते, काट रहे हैं, उसका जुमला स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ, वो बीच में कट गया. I said, please, if nothing else, just mind your manners if you don't want to even listen to him. So what's happening is that we're in such a hurry. The world of speed has taken over our consciousness. We're in such a hurry to quickly get out what we think or what we want to say. कि वो एक जो खूबसूरती होती है ना एक स्लोनेस की, में आप आराम से एब्जॉर्ब करें, अपनी दिल की धड़कन सुने, उसकी सुने, सांस फूल रही है सुने, पसीना छूट रहा है महसूस करें. ये सब आप भूल गए, पता नहीं किस चीज़ की जल्दी है. आपका जो ज़िंदगी में होना है वो उसी तरह होगा. कोई फास्ट फॉरवर्ड में आपने उसको फास्ट फॉरवर्ड नहीं करना. So we miss out on so much information by not listening. And a lot of times I will refer to this listening as something you do with your body because we have synapses all across our skin. You can listen, what we refer to as embodied education. You can listen with your entire body, not just your ears. You can see with your entire body, with your soul, with your heart. It's not just about the eyeballs and this little badly designed lens, frankly, because my dog sees more, my cat sees more, and bats see more. We don't see very much. It's very functional and very mundane. हम इतनी उस पर अहमियत देते हैं कि जो बाकी सारी sensory options हैं we forget and we ignore. So long-winded way of how does clothing play a role in this? Clothing is connected to the listening. When you see somebody, I have half man, half machine in front of me. Right? I don't know what their relationship is, but it's a little bit distracting. Right? You guys are more interesting because there isn't a machine filtering between you and me. The minute I see this, I have made a judgment. I see a yellow, I see a burgundy, I see a brown, I see a lime, I see a white. There is immediately a neuron reaction of what that color. You will all be taught color theory if you've not been taught already. There's a reason why hospitals are certain colors, reason why prisons are certain colors, reasons why schools are certain. Color theory में psychological impact बहुत होता है in all forms of design. When to wear red, when not to wear red. Why do we wear black and white at funerals and bright colors at weddings? Right? So there's communication. There's a communal communication that happens through color and through what you wear. What you wear is an architectonic that's attached to your body. It's the first layer of architecture before we come to furniture and interiors and then the building, the urban environment, and then the landscape at the very end, right? So these scales and materiality changes. clothing, I realize, makes a huge difference in my engagement with that story. All these buildings for me are stories. They're laden in rich stories that no historian has written. And you can only connect with those stories if you're willing to be vulnerable and allow the stories in, allow those whisperings in. That vulnerability is supported by the locals, by the vernacular. And the fact that we have a term which is called the vernacular means there is already a definition of what's not you. मैं हूँ और फिर ये vernacular है. तो एक line आ गई ना हमारे दरमियान में. That is the line that we flirt with, we negotiate with, we learn from, we develop a relationship with. And these are emotional relationships. They are irrational relationships. They're not relationships that are scientific. Each one of you will go to Running Court with me one day. Each one of you will have a completely unique reaction to that building, to the space, to the steps, to the heat, to the stone, to the large lizards. Large lizards. I'm not making it up. Giant girgits. Like dinosaur age, little mini alligators. Mind you, they'll be more scared of you than you will be of them because they're not used to seeing humans. I'm assuming you're not used to seeing giant girgits either. So it'll be a mutually happy relationship. कपड़ों से बड़ा फ़र्क पड़ता है इन सारी जगहों में. And I'm going to take you through some pictures. They're shots that are of all the places, not all, but many of the places I've been to. It's not a long presentation. But I'll just keep talking to you through it. The reason these pictures are going to be heavy on architecture, because that's the work that we do, but for design students like you, your references of silhouettes, of textures, of prints, don't have to come from something that's already textured and printed. So you don't have to get Phool ka design from Phool. You don't have to get Lal from Lal. You don't have to get Midnight from the sky. There's many other ways of translating and metamorphosizing from one to the other depending on your concept. For instance, if we look at all the blue Kashikari tiles that happen in some of the most expensive tombs in the world, the blue was their connection to indigo, which was an extremely difficult to find material, very rare and very expensive. As it is now, it was even more so back then, 400 years ago. So they would use as much blue as they could because the gold was harder to access. Gold was hard to access because it was coming from Africa. So it was trickier. The blue we had started, the indigo we had started farming in the waters of Bangladesh. It wasn't Bangladesh at that time. Right? So it was closer to home for this region. Africa se jo aata tha, wo use kar lete the on their tombs. But anything that needed to go onto the building, they were afraid of security, afraid of vandalism. So the blue not only represented life-giving water, but it also represented wealth and was a version of gold. So values that are given to any one such material. So your pool doesn't have to be a pool to represent what flowers represent, to represent birth, to represent procreation, whatever it is. Right? So avoid the literal. The reason I've kept the buildings here is for you to see how you can still be inspired by a lot of things that may look flat, monochromatic. Makli, for instance, has Jam Nizamdeen's tomb. That facade, which we all know, I think you'll see a picture of it here. We should move to it. Is extremely colorful. Extremely colorful. ये हमारा आज का topic है. Here is costume A, costume B. So my kurtas have, over the years, really taken on a life of their own. I used to struggle with finding something comfortable to wear. So the jeans would stick. I don't wear skinny, trendy jeans like yours, as you can see, but I was still uncomfortable. तो jeans को उतारें तो फिर क्या करें? A shorts तो वो और बुरी चीज़ आती है. That goes in the wrong direction. So I went out looking for ready-made shalwar kameezes because I wanted to wear what the normal man wears because of a desire to camouflage. I wanted to disappear into the buildings. I wanted to disappear into the homes of the people. I sat and I ate with on the floor. I wanted my urban privilege to take a back seat and sit away. And जो मेरे साथ जाता है टूर्स पे लंबी चौड़ी उनको एक फहरिस्त मिलती है कि आप ये कपड़े नहीं पहन सकते और एक और उससे लंबी फहरिस्त मिलती है कि ये कपड़े आप पहन सकते हैं. I have the most hilarious stories of people arriving early days. This is from my learnings. Early days, arriving and wearing the wrong thing in the wrong place, तो किसी का दुपट्टा फट गया, तो किसी का कुर्ता फट गया, तो किसी के जूते टूट गए. And I was like, really, like, how disconnected are we that you're going to a place you haven't been to. आप 2 मिनट के लिए गूगल पे सर्च करें, वीरान बयाबान में कोई खंडर है, आप क्यों अपना शिफॉन का सना सफिनाज पहन के जा रही हैं स्लीवलेस? I mean, in the early days, I would just let it go and say, chalo, they learn on their own. Then I thought कि चक्कर ही होता है कि in the process of them learning on their own, they miss out on a lot of the information that I have to share. To babysit this urban privilege and to kind of like put conceptual pampers on everybody, I started handing out these lists. कि आपको नहीं पता, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. अच्छा, जो follow नहीं करता, they run into these disasters again. द्रावर फोर्ट पे हम चल रहे हैं, 40 फुट ऊपर दीवार है, जूते टूट गए. भाई आपको कहा था कि क्लाइंबिंग शूज़ थिक सोल पहन के आए, किसी के पैर में कांटे लग गए किसी और वक्त पे, क्यों आप अपनी चप्पल पहन के आई हैं? आप घर पे चप्पल घर पे रखें, इसलिए उसको हम घर की चप्पल कहते हैं. चलें आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा उसको अपनी नानी के यहाँ पहन के चले जाएँ, या अगर आप बहुत ही करेजियस होना चाहती हैं, बहुत ही लाइक बोल्ड एंड कटिंग एज, तो आप जुमा बाज़ार पहन के चले जाएँ. Don't wear it to Makli. I mean, so, I realized how disconnected we were culturally to the vernacular of the buildings, the vernacular of the climate, of our landscape. I mean, the level of disconnect is huge. हमने मजाक करके छोड़ दिया, और आप लोग जब रनिंग कोट जाएंगे तो आप मेरी फेहरिस्त देखेंगे कि आप क्या पहन सकते हैं. काला नहीं पहन सकते, पर गर्मी लगती है, 40 डिग्री है बाहर. Why do you want to make yourself miserable? Don't wear chiffon, don't wear polyester, don't wear nylons. There is a reason cotton was created in these areas, and the reason we wear them. So this is khadar, this is cotton. Ye shoes mere yahi wale hain, but they've also been ditched because I used to find, like, for me, nobody ever complained कि यार मेरे outfit में ना ये बड़ा मसला है. It's great function, but Nike is not paying me to brand them. So I had a choice कि मैं white out लूँ, toothpaste लूँ, उसको छुपा दूँ, या मैं जाके बलोची खेड़ी खरीदूँ, because that's the most rough and tough. I found the Balochi Khedi guy in Lyari, और कुछ 600 जूते बनवा लिए अपने लिए. 18. I saw her heart fall. Not 600. I don't have that kind of wealth. But अगर होता तो I would have done. 18 खरीद लिए. 18 will keep me happy. आगे पीछे I'm good through the summer and the winter. So this is an important thing. You see, I love this picture because ये तस्वीर खींची है, हम पानी पे बैठे हुए हैं. This is at the Altit Fort. It's a 900-year-old building. We're just sitting outside it. This water is glacial water. It's coming down from the mountains. This water has been coming down the Himalayan mountains from the time of Marco Polo. So that water, for me, is as sacred as it is going to get. It's the same pahar. It's the same pani. Every year, it freezes, it melts, freezes, it melts. It flows into this nala. अब उन लोग को मैंने कहा ये नाला है, तो सबने नाला. कराची वाले are so Karachi-centric कि कराची से आगे कोई दुनिया ही नहीं है unless it's either London or New York. Like इनकी 3 दुनियाएं होती हैं. ऐसे भाई वो नाला वैसा नाला नहीं है, इसमें this is not sewage water. अच्छा मैं झुक के पानी पीने वाला हूँ, वो जो मुख्तलिफ ऐसी आंटियाँ थी, क्या कर रहे हो. ऐसे देखिए मैं इस किस्म की हरकतें बहुत कर चुका हूँ. And touch wood, I'm still alive. क्या है उस पानी में मुझे नहीं पता, बट मैं इस किस्म के पानी में जहाँ भी जाता हूँ पी चुका हूँ. कुएँ हमने खोदे हैं कहीं थर में, सबसे पहले पानी मुझे देते हैं. वो बेचारे थरी लोग परेशान होते हैं कि ये इसके पेट को पता नहीं क्या होगा, हम पहले चख लेते हैं. नहीं, मैंने कुआँ बनाया, मैं चखूँगा. So if I die, I should die, right? Why should these poor people जिनके लिए मैं पैसे पानी निकाल रहा हूँ, why should they die for my experiment? So कपड़ा, natural environment, the way the buildings are built, these are mud lumps for insulation on the facades of these buildings. ये जब आप सिंध में आते हैं तो ये कावडंग से बना होता है, ऊपर इन लोग की चिकनी मिट्टी होती है. So मुझे ये तस्वीर इतनी पसंद है because it captures the local flower, the pani, the patthar, somebody else's Nike is matching mine, my izarband, which Saira didn't know about, I must point out. I love this. So this is a red beaded यूं झालर type izarband के end पे जो मैंने जामशोरो के truck stop से ख़रीदा था many years ago, and I just love it. एक वहाँ से ख़रीदा, फिर 2 मैंने मुल्तान से ख़रीदे थे. And it just so happens कि इस तस्वीर में वो दिख रहा है because मैं तमीज़ से नहीं बैठा हुआ, but that's also not unusual. So इसमें this is an important what I've just done for you, by the way, and this is something that I suggest you look at for all kinds of visuals when you analyze a picture that you are going to for inspiration. There's a term for those of you who have notebooks, ये लिख लें आप, because this you may forget by the end of my wild and wacky rant. Semiotics, Semiotics. If you've not been told this, look it up, harass Saira about it or your other teachers. It's in their curriculum, there you have it, so I'm not far off. Semiotics is very important to be able to analyze the language of that particular medium. Normally it's used for words, for literature, but it can also be applied to film, it can also be applied to fashion, it can also be applied to photography and art. So what we've just done is a semiotic analysis of this picture. And then there's the obvious, which you can see how times change, right? So this is the urban creature, disconnected to culture and whatnot, wearing a uniform that's very much global, right? I could be sitting anywhere else. There's a symmetry that's very architectural. Grey cement की wall है, corrugated tin है, गंदी फटी पुरानी ये वाली jeans हैं, कुछ इसी किस्म की t-shirt है, ये same thing in a different color, बाल वैसे ही 4 दिन से धुले हुए नहीं हैं. So nothing has changed on that front. इसमें बाल भी साफ हैं, कपड़े भी साफ हैं, और कोई रंग बिरंगी चीज़. You can see that I am sort of like essentially enjoying this scenario more so. I'm going into it, I'm getting into it. There's a surrender, there's a vulnerability, there's an exposure. While here, I'm just murgi in a darbar, tak, 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 tak. आज का दिन, दूसरा दिन, तीसरा दिन, चौथा दिन करते रहो, bills pay करते रहो, rat race. Urban life is awful. It's a rat race. We're always in some weird self-imposed competitive prison. मैं जब घूमता फिरता हूँ तो it's just magical for me. So here is Makli. अब इसका मुझे कोई समझा सकता है कि I've just defined this facade as colorful. Why do you think this is colorful? Do you think this is colorful? Sorry, am I blocking it here? No, I'm not blocking it. Is this colorful? Why? कोई एक उठ के, if you just stand up, one of you guys, so I can hear you clearly, because I've had 4 voices. Whoever wants to speak, stand up quickly. ऐसी बता दें.
Carvings and the detailings in this and the history that belongs to that carving, which is drawn or which is carved in these.
You've gone too far. You've gone too far. Simplify. So the answer we've gotten is the history and the carvings. That's actually gone deeper than what I needed. So I will ask again, why is this colorful? What about those carvings and their history? And don't go so far, don't go so deep so quickly. What makes this colorful? What about the patterns? They're all different. Who said this? मुझे अपनी शक्ल दिखाई. No, who said they're different? You said they're different? Yeah. So it's colorful. If I was to color code each one of these motifs, each one of these patterns, they don't match. And that term colorful is then used in a very political manner, because the Muslim architects who were building mausoleums wanted symmetry. They wanted to show that they're here to stay. Mughal architecture is all about symmetry, about spinning around that central point. It's all bisymmetrical. So anything that causes asymmetry, where two things are not same on left, right, was a problem. So that piece of this is very interesting. In fact, this is a very Baroque in our Western terms. It's a very Baroque structure, because har motif ko aap agar ek alag se color code kare, you will get 8, 9, 10, maybe 12, 15 different colors on this facade. It's a brilliant exercise to do. How does that happen? So then that tells you something about the ruler. Who was a patron for this? What did the Medicis do? They funded art. They funded Leonardo. Leonardo and Michelangelo were paupers. They didn't make these magnificent sculptures, whether it was a Pieta or David, through their own pocket money. Somebody was funding them, right? So somebody is funding this. Is it possible that person funding that is young, easily influenced by his or her advisors? कि सर ये भी लगा दें, तो ये भी लगा दें, तो ये भी लगा दें. मेरे जैसे कोई ठेठ like fixed rigid लोग नहीं होते कि नहीं मुझे यही चाहिए और इसके 100 pieces चाहिए. There was somebody here who had a closet poet in them. Said, yeah, let's test. Wanted to experiment, wanted to play with it. It was the love for his father when he built this mausoleum. So anybody who is bringing him things saying कि ये आप लगा दें, वो उनका दिल रखने के लिए लगा दे रहा था. So it's this mishmash. He said, चलो एक पत्थर में, let's at least control one thing and control the grid that it sits in. But within the grid, there is huge amounts of animation. And it's a breathtakingly beautiful visual if you look at it through the lens of color, not what it is, just detail and encrusted detail. It's a bada Gujarati pattern in that sense. There's a million Hindu and Jain temples that this looks like. But the choice of mood board, so to speak, materials board is different, right? So ये बड़े मज़े की चीज़ है कि the relationship of the patron to the man who's buried on the inside. My clothes, you can see, have gone from grey to beige. It's a very, very heavily ghered shalwar. It's a very simple collar wali kameez. So it's not a kurta, it's a working man's upper layer, easy to wash and wear and iron. Bilkul normal lathe ka kurta fabric hota hai. It's pure cotton. It's heavy gher wali shalwar, so I'm very well air conditioned. मुझे कभी गर्मी नहीं लगती, कभी कपाल पसीना छुटता है because the shirt is fairly fitted, तो वो थोड़ी सी uncomfortable जाती है, but it's a matter of minutes. And then the पसीना is gone, the stain is gone because ठंडक लगती है. अजरक मेरे पास होती है, partly to wipe my face, partly to keep myself cool when the sun is on me. And it's a very specific ajrak that I bought from Bhitra. It's the same blue one, indigo dyed, no chemicals, handmade, the same one, same pattern, design, and variety that Abda Parveen wears. So for me, it's homage to her, right? The minute I saw her the first time, saying, "ये तो मेरी अजरक पहन के बैठी है," and actually, मैं उनकी अजरक पहन के बैठा था. Like, the joke is on me. So that for me is something that she can go with me wherever I go. She doesn't even know this. कि मेरी उनकी अजरक का एक पैटर्न है, उनको नहीं पता. But मेरे लिए, to continue my layers of homage and give honor to these places, it's important for me to have that level of humility with me. You can't find a more humble person in this country than Abda Parveen, right? So she keeps me real. Her spirit stays with me, the sound of her music stays with me, her voice stays with me, what she sings about stays with me in that ajrak. So when I arrive in these places with that ajrak wrapped around me, wrapped around my neck, around my breathing channel, around my heart, on my shoulders, she's omnipresent. And that really makes a difference. अब मैं उस अजरक को छोड़ के एक velvet का western jacket पहन के या tuxedo पहन के चला जाऊँ, my mindset will be very different, apart from the fact that I look like a right idiot in Makli and a tuxedo jacket. Right? लोग करते हैं, आप लोग मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, but there are people who do this. Wait till the diplomats go there. You will see pictures of diplomats in their three-piece suit. मकली में आए हुए हैं. एक मज़े की कहानी है डिप्लोमेट्स की कि हम एक दफ़ा यहाँ गए थे. मेरी एक दोस्त होती जो एक काउंसलेट में काम कर सकती थी. I can't say it because you're recording this, but 4-5 बड़ी बड़ी काली लैंड क्रूजर्स लेके बिल्कुल उसके सामने तक आए हुए थे. I said, आप लोग climate control की बात करते हैं. What about the impact your cars and their wheels and their noise and their fumes is having on this? I mean, what gives you the right to come and tell me how I should be looking after Makli? Look at how you've arrived. And frankly, कोई ऐसा security का केस नहीं है. आप आराम से अपनी गाड़ी पीछे छोड़ सकते थे. और खूबसूरती इसकी ये है कि 4 किलोमीटर कुछ भी नहीं है भाई, आप पैदल चल के आएँ. It's such an amazing park. It's like Hyde Park. इसको अगर आप ग्रीन इमेजिन करें, जब अपने ज़माने में जब यहाँ पानी गुजर रहा होता था इसके पीछे से, it would have been a lush green environment. These buildings would have been gold in the yellow sandstone, they would have been white because of the lime plaster, and they would have been pink. So it would have been gold and white and pink on this lush green grass. बारिश होती है, एक दिन में इसमें हरियाली आ जाती है. It's incredible to watch. All that सादिकैन वाला जो cactus है, उस पे छोटे 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 गुलाबी फूल निकल आते हैं. So, you know, so when these people arrive in these Land Cruisers, और ये Land Cruiser वाला example बड़ा ज़रूरी है because I don't want you people to ever become that person in that Land Cruiser on one of our heritage sites. These spaces, these clothes, these silhouettes, these materials, these are ours to own, I believe, and wear with incredible pride. मेरे outfit में कोई कीमती चीज़ नहीं है in terms of cash. It's not a designer outfit. एक random दर्जी ने random लट्ठे को लेके मुझे collar वाली चीज़ चाहिए because I want that awami look. I don't want to stand out from the people who are the custodians, who live there, who look after it. शलवार भी मेरी घेर वाली because या तो वो सिंधी वैसे पहनते हैं, बलोची ऐसे पहनते हैं. It's part of my small attempt at showing them that I care. I will never look like one of them. I don't want to look like them. I don't want to be prey to cultural appropriation of my own culture and my own people. But what happens is that they see that you're making an effort. In सारी जगहों पे, at some जहाँ जहाँ मैं गया हूँ, at some point in my research, they have all seen me looking like this. So they know that this dude has these tattoos underneath all of this, and he will wear cargo, like camouflage cargo shorts, and he will show up. There have been times when I've shown up like that, कोई किसी वजह से. But on occasion that all of you show up in your shalwar kameez and I show up like, I know कि अगले का ना एक वो they open their arms, they open their homes, they are willing to share their stories of बाप, दादा, चचा. वो आपको time देने के लिए तैयार होते हैं, not because you're looking like them. You can't ever look like them, and that would be something we don't want to. But because you've made the effort to let your urban coolness back and meet them halfway. It's a costumary negotiation. Your clothes are part of your communication. They're part of your appreciation of the ground you stand on. They're part of your connection to the earth, to the biosphere, to the bioregion, to all the wealth that the Indus River has provided us for 7,000 years. That's what this is about. And then there's little accessories like Abda Parveen's Adrak with me, right? So ये जो picture है ना यहाँ, I'm sorry, this is a little bit blurred because this is taken from, you can probably imagine it's taken from a larger picture. So you look at what they're wearing. Look at everybody else apart from what I'm wearing. Everybody is given this very strict dress code कि आप jeans में नहीं आ सकते, आप leggings में नहीं आ सकते, आप इन चप्पलों में नहीं जा सकते. Like you're all in wrong gear as far as I'm concerned. There has to be large dupatta chadar, no see-through clothes, no charks up to here. Nobody wants to see the band of your shalwar. It's really unpleasant, badly stitched hoti hai, अजीब से उसमें चुन्नटें होती हैं. Really, it may be however fashionable you think, but let me tell you aesthetically, it doesn't work when your chark is coming over past the band of your shalwar. वो shalwar भी नहीं होती, वो clip होता है. इतना तो मुझे भी पता है. You know, I have a mother. I know what she wears. So they're all told कि wear something that'll have you disappear camouflage. कुछ नहीं तो आपके mindset पे ना थोड़ा सा आपको एक मौका मिलेगा to step into another world. It's for a few hours. मकली का ट्रिप आधे दिन का होता है. चलो मोहनजोदारो 2 दिन हो गया. अगर हम मोहनजोदारो सचल सरमस्त और कुछ और करते हैं तो 3 दिन. कौन सी बड़ी बात है? छोड़ जाएं आप अपने लेगिंग्स घर पे. पहन लें एक दुपट्टा. बंद कर दें आज तीनों को. It's not misogynist or patriarchal. It's about trying to connect at a deeper level, not be distracting to the environment, show it some respect, show it some humility. आप रंग पहने, आप जितना भी fashion करना चाहते हैं उसमें करें, but do it in a sense that you're not offending somebody else. There are women who also live in these environments. जब हम थर जाते हैं, वो औरतों का निकाब होता है नीचे तक, right? एक मज़ेदार कहानी. So these people have followed a strict dress code. उसमें चप्पलें तो नहीं दिख रही because उतारे में अंदर हैं, but you can see there is a kind of like a genericness to the whole situation, right? We're not really, this is not about you and satisfying your ego. There's a generic quality. Can you blend? Can you disappear? Can you become one with? Can you let go? Can you surrender? Can you come out of your space? How much of a prisoner to your ego are you? You know, so it pushes all those boundaries. The minute you say, मैं यहाँ हूँ, आप वहाँ हैं, you are the vernacular, how close am I willing to come to you? So the clothing option, and there have been trips where I've had women say कि हमारे पास तो शलवार ही नहीं है. नहीं, the wardrobe just doesn't have a shalwar in it. अच्छा वो जो शलवार जब पहन के आई, वो कोई अजीब सा like triangular pajama था. Let me find one and I will. It'll be a great time to torture one of you. So, you know, मेरी माँ उसको कहती है इंडियन शलवार. उसमें कोई घेर नहीं होती. नीचे से उसका पांचा छोटा होता है और ऊपर से थोड़ा सा ढीला होता है, so it fits your like childbearing hips. But it's not like ना तो वो पतलून है, ना वो culottes है, ना वो शलवार है. It's और आप उसके नीचे पांचे के बजाय आप लेस लगा देते हैं तो you know it's you know the type, right? So these ladies said कि you have the types. So this is all for you. All the types that are here. This is shout out to all of you guys. तो शलवार ही नहीं है उनके वार्डरोब में. क्या करेंगे? अच्छा कुर्ते सबके ऊंचे ऊंचे हैं. मैंने सबको कहा भाई घुटने तक आप कुर्ते लेकर आएँ घुटने तक बिकॉज ज़मीन पे बैठना पड़ता है. हम सेवन जा रहे हैं, आप ज़मीन पे बैठेंगे. व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू विद द कुर्ती दैट एंड्स हियर? फिर आप ही को बुरा लगेगा कि ये दिख रहा है, वो दिख रहा है, वो देखो वो मर्द देख रहा है जबकि वो नहीं देख रहा. You will, because वो जो सेवन पे जो मर्द है ना, he's so into his own thing and the धमाल, he's not interested in you. और सेवन के धमाल में रैंडम औरतें आ रही होती हैं जिन्होंने बाल खोल के घूम रही होती हैं, जिन उनमें से निकल रहा है, सर पटक रही है. ही इज मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन देम देन यू सिटिंग देयर विद अ छोटी कुर्ता. बट इफ इट्स गोइंग टू मेक यू अनकंफर्टेबल देन ऐड कर दें उसमें 8, 10, 12 इंच, कोई हर्ज नहीं है. बट यू नो इट्स अस्टाउंडिंग हाउ दैट 10-12 इंच for something that costs you nothing changes the entire experience. It changes the experience of the moment. It changes the experience of you and the other. It changes the experience of your memory. And that memory is the architecture that you will take home till you die. वो बंदा जो देख रहा है आप भूल जाएंगे उसकी शक्ल, सेवन की बुएं आप भूल जाएंगे, शायद उसके धमाल का ड्रम्स आपने किसी वीडियो में बचा लिया हो. But that memory will stick. How uncomfortable you were in this super fashionable kurta sitting in the middle of cramped 500 people at Sevan ka dhamal, you know, with itar and agarbatti and dhol and pasina and all that all over the place. लोग डर के निकल आते हैं. I've had people get up from the dhamal and say गाड़ी रखी हुई हम होटल वापस जा रहे हैं. It's an intense experience and scary for many people, many urbanites. जो fear होता है ना, this change of costume and understanding the vernacular, willing to come closer to them, willing to bear yourself. You're asking them to bear their history. You're going into their environment. This is their history. They're the custodians. You are the tourists, unfortunately. You're coming into their space. आप किसी और के space में आके उनको नहीं बता सकते कि वो अपना घर कैसे चलाएं. आपको कोशिश करनी है कि हमें लगता है कि आपका घर इस तरह चलता है, तो चले हमने जूते बाहर छोड़ दिए, या हमने झुक के सलाम किया, या अगर आप सिंध में जा रहे हैं तो आपने यूँ सलाम किया, आपने यूँ सलाम नहीं किया. Whatever it is, you prepare the rituals and the ceremonies to make sure that the other, the vernacular representative, is given their due respect so that you can get a better connection out of them. And these are connections that have been broken, which we want to rebuild. We want to rebuild them desperately across our generations, amongst the women, amongst the men. Oh my God, amongst the men, तो मैं कहाँ start करूँ? वो तो बहुत ही अलग, like, dire situation है. Because privilege is a real problem, entitlement is a real problem. You know, Ranikote, back to that example. I've been going to these places since 2012, you do the math. Ranikote mein we did the village project in terms, the human heritage project. Pani, bijli, school, वगैरह वगैरह. हर साल हम जाके 250-300 लोगों को कपड़े ईद के लिए डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. मैं अपने हाथ से करता हूँ. Normally it's 45 degrees, 50 degrees. One at a time, each person is given their own joda. Each joda has been packed with a ribbon in my house 3 days beforehand this process happens. Each person, वो जितना भी छोटा हो बच्चा या जितना भी बूढ़ा हो, जितना भी वो गरीब हो, उसको एक खूबसूरत पेपर में और गोल्डन रिबन में अपना ईद का जोड़ा मिलता है. राइट? अच्छा, इतने साल ये हो रहा है. मैं चुपचाप से बलोच ट्राइब है. दे आर कॉल्ड गबोल ट्राइब दैट हैव कम फ्रॉम अक्रॉस द माउंटेन्स. जाहिर है उनकी औरतों को there will be no interaction. So pre-COVID Eid, the last time I went, I said, भाई आप अपनी औरतों से कहें कि जो पर्दा नहीं करती because वो इतनी छोटी है या वो इतनी बड़ी हैं तो आ जाएं मुझसे मिलने. अब मैं नामहरम मर्द नहीं रहा. The water in your house has been facilitated by me, and the plants and the fruits and the bijli and the fact that you can charge your mobile phones and you can go and use the phone from the light from the phone at night to go to your private business. आके मुझसे मिल लें. You know, I wanted to be included in the village. And the only way I could feel like I'd be included in the village is if the women accepted me. It was a huge step. So I said, जो पर्दा करती हैं, जो आपकी उम्र की हैं, रखिए ना पर्दा, लेकिन आके मुझसे ले लें. I was not going to touch any of them. It was literally going to be, here is my, you want this? Gift? Hand it over. No touching. They did it. So all the trips that I've been, this made such a big difference because they've seen me come repeatedly, wearing the right clothes, not behaving like a sahab, sitting on the mitti, eating with them on the mitti, doing the drawings on the mitti with them. They watch पर्दे के पीछे से. So मेरी judgment के लिए, मेरी assessment के लिए, I had given them 5 years, 6 years, 7 years to get used to my presence. I didn't just roll into their Facebook and say, who are you? I didn't suddenly just jump into their Instagram page and said, I want to follow you. इस तरह नहीं होता. You give the other person time and space, you get to know them. There was a woman at Agha supermarket several years ago, सुबह 9 बजे. अब प्लीज़ सुबह 9 बजे कौन ग्रोसरी शॉपिंग के लिए जाता है? सो मुझे शॉपिंग का शौक़ नहीं और ग्रोसरी शॉपिंग तो और भी दूर की बात है. आम ख़रीद के भेजने थे चित्राल. सो मैंने सारा जैसे एक करीबी दोस्त को पकड़ा है, सेट प्लीज़ बॉडी गार्ड। लाइक जहन तुम अजीब इंसान हो, लाइक आगा से आम खरीदने, लाइक इसमें कौन सी मुश्किल बात है, इसमें मैं अकेले नहीं जाऊँगा। तो घसीट के ले गए। अच्छा हम बातचीत कर रहे हैं, आई वॉज इन दिस गियर बट आई हैड नो स्लीव्स एंड आई वॉज इन शॉर्ट, सो ऑलमोस्ट दिस गियर। सुबह 9 बजे, लाइक मुझे किसने देखना है। एक साहिबा आई, उनको भी शॉपिंग करनी थी। अच्छा आगाज़ के उस ज़माने में शटर्स नहीं खुले थे, इट वॉज सो अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, 9 o'clock, like no fancy high society बेगम साहब goes shopping at Agha's at 9 o'clock। वो तो अपने बच्चों को लिपस्टिक नेल पॉलिश लगा के स्कूल में छोड़ के 11 बजे आएंगी ना आराम से टिश टॉश हाई हील्स में। 9 बजे तो मेरी जैसी बेगम साहब जाती है ना, who are like total losers, जो किसी को मिलना नहीं चाहती, कि ना तो लिपस्टिक लगी हुई होती है, ना बाल बने हुए होते हैं, बाल तो कॉर्पोरेट पिक्चर में धुले हुए भी नहीं होते। Anyway, so she comes and she stands about here like 3 feet away from me and we're just talking, Saira is here, I'm here, हम अपने में लगे में बकवास बुलशिट। सो थोड़े देर में मुझे लगता है कि somebody is like touching me, you know। so मैं बातें कर रहा हूँ, अच्छा यहाँ से ना मेरा ये वाला बाजू थोड़ा सा लाइक सिमट रहा है। Listen, how would you like some random dude to come and start, I can't even do it as an example, and I've been talking to you guys for 40 minutes, मुझे अभी भी हिचकिचाहट होती है। मैं अच्छा इनको मैं जानता हूँ, I don't want to touch her shoulder even। This woman is like, I almost died, I wanted the floor to open and मुझे कोई कच्चा चबा जाए मैं गायब हो जाऊँ। तो पहले तो मुझे ये, अच्छा मैं बातें कर रहा हूँ and I'm feeling this creepy sensation, then I thought कि good lord what do I do। so दुपट्टा पहनी हुई, सर ढका हुआ, white beautiful white chicken outfit, crisp starched। I would never have imagined this woman, probably my age, maybe a little bit older। So I said, बीबी आप क्या कर रही हैं? ये असली है? I was like, आप मुझे हाथ क्यों लगा रही हैं? I am still नामहरम मर्द। And if I did the same to you, your entire loser male household would come and beat me up। I would be arrested। So this is not what we want to encourage। आगे से वो मुझे कहती हैं आप तो बुरा मान गए। Like, wait, time out। So मेरा जिस्म, मेरी मर्जी, मेरी जिल्द, मेरा टैटू, आप पूछे बगैर मेरे प्राइवेट स्पेस में अंदर आ गई हैं, दरवाज़ा खोल के घर में अंदर आ गई हैं, बैठ गई हैं सोफे पे और फिर कह रही हैं कि मुझे चाय नहीं चाहिए, मुझे कॉफ़ी पिलाओ। I couldn't believe the audacity। So I thought, wait, what is happening here, right? This would not have happened in the mid-90s. I've had tattoos since 93. Nobody's touched my tattoos ever, except for in the last 5 years or so in this social media digital era. How did this woman think it was okay to go and touch anybody and then get upset that I'm getting upset? I said, आप मुझसे पूछ लें, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, वो असली है, उसको मैं अपने कब्र में लेके जाऊँगा। Do I look like somebody? Like, do I look like I'm 14 and I would have a sticker on? No. I mean, anybody who does the semiotics of me will know that this dude probably has real tattoos. Plus, पता चल जाता है, कलर से पता चल जाता है कि वो असली चीज़ नहीं है, कि वो असली चीज़ है, वो बैठा हुआ है अंदर। So, for those that don't know, tattoos sit in the 3rd layer of your 5-layered skin. It's not a surface decoration. It's embedded in your skin, right? So, it's not going anywhere in a big hurry. But these are the cultural issues that we have to navigate through. What we wear, how we wear it, how we communicate, what is the message coming through. I mean, मुझे तो फिर किसी ने ये पूछा कि भाई, so the question is same, right? Did I cause this? क्योंकि मेरा बाजू खुला था, क्योंकि मैं आधा नंगा घूम रहा था, so I asked for this. That's the other theory, right? Well, wait a second. Why? It's 9 o'clock in the morning, quick reminder. The shop isn't opened. मैं क्यों नहीं बनियान और चड्डी में आ सकता? Like, I'm not coming to your house to meet your mother like that. I'm not arriving at Eid lunch like that. I'm not going to a funeral like that. I'm not going to Jummah prayers like that. मैं सिर्फ आम खरीदने आया हूँ सुबह सैटरडे की सुबह 9 बजे. Like, it's fairly innocent. So these things, and it all connects back to this issue of what do we wear and what are we doing with the vernacular. So there's my ajrak again. There's another shalwar kameez. There are people who are also under strict instructions. Acha, phir, this is runny coat. right? Some of you have been, some of you haven't been, right? कुछ लोगों ने देखा ये, at least there should be somebody who's been. कोई गया है कि नहीं गया? One, you don't count. I want the student body. None of you have been. So this is our agenda for you. This place is out of the world. It's like being in a video game. It's absolutely out of the world. इसका scale इन तस्वीरों से आपको समझ ही में नहीं आता, वो गाड़ी देखें. And this end of it, ये जो गेट दिख रहा है ना यहाँ वाला जहाँ ये गाड़ी है, this is the sun gate. This is one gate out of 4, southern corner, and then the whole thing spins around. अंदर इसके 2 और किले हैं. So it's incredible, but again, the outfits. अच्छा, फिर एक ज़माना आया कि मैं अपनी अजरक की टाइपोलॉजीज खरीद के देने लगा लोगों को. तो अब सिंध का एक टूर रहा था, you'll see it's coming up for Manjar. All the boys are wearing the same अजरक. Then जो बाहर से आते थे उनको अब ख्याल आया कि ये जो मेहंदी पे जो लड़के छिछोरे डांसिंग के लिए कपड़े पहनते हैं ना, कि ऊपर से गुलाबी सिल्क का कुर्ता होगा, नीचे उनके बॉलीवुड के मूव्स के लिए कोई पजामा या शलवार होगा. So then they realized कि he's not very cool with this either. I said, no, I want you to be the earth. Find colors that help you gravity down, help you ground yourself. Stop being disconnected, re-engage. Beige pehne, grey pehne. उनके local के blue है, गुलाबी है. Wear something that you are inspired by from within the community. So then they said, ठीक है, हम क्या करें? आप हमें भेजें. तो अब मैं जब अपने लिए शॉपिंग जाता हूँ, मुझे for many trips, I've had to buy 3 or 4 of these identical जोड़ास to send to these boys who would come because they live in Dubai and they live in London and को खाड़ी पे कुछ नहीं मिलता. Something interesting about this picture is we work with maps, right? So you guys are going to be looking at design not only of the Western Hemisphere, west of the Bosphorus, but also of this area. Please remember that Pakistan's history of design is not limited to the Indus River. The Indus River has been magnetic to bring in the Russians, the Chinese, the Africans, the Turks, the Greeks, the Parthians. All sorts of cultures are here. We have a lineage of the Greeks sitting right here next to us. Junaid has arrived from Peshawar this morning. You could have him walk around Rome or Milan and he would look like one of the Italians. Right? There'll be others जिसके masks उतरेंगे तो पता चलेगा कि आप लोग की lineage कहाँ से आती है. And that's our cultural diversity which we don't celebrate and we don't talk about in an inclusive manner. कि हमारे differences जो हैं, हमें एक nationalist idea नहीं चाहिए. हमारे differences जो हैं that make us so colorful is what we need to celebrate. And you don't need to go to Paris and Spain and Europe to find those inspirations. You will find them here and find them within the region. How you want to restrict your inspiration boundaries, whether you want to do Islamic, non-Islamic, pre-Islamic, post-Islamic, whatever, it's all here. आपको यहाँ से उठ के कहीं जाने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है for any kind of design inspiration, for interiors, for architecture, for fashion, for textiles, for crockery, for cutlery, for shoes, for bags, nothing. It's all right here. And this is why we use maps, because this is part of my discussion कि maps में हमारा इस movement of empires में क्या role रहा है? What is this land provided? What are the riches it has provided because of the river Indus from when she was called Sindhu to what she has become now? Darawar Fort. किसी ने Darawar Fort देखा है अपनी ज़िंदगी में? Where is Darawar Fort? Darawar, not Dilawar. Darawar, it's R. Darawar Fort is Cholistan. Cholistan Desert is southern Punjab on the edge of the Indian border. So we also lack a basic knowledge of our geography, which is important to know. So Darawar Fort has 3 stories. आपको यहाँ एक दिख रहा है. This is above ground, and then below ground there's 3 layers. This was the last Nawab Abbasi of the Bahawalpur Nawabs who had built this. इसके नीचे एक ट्रेन चलती थी उनके गुड से इधर, और उनके घर से यहाँ तक direct underground tunnel था that would move things around. They also generated their own power for all of Bahawalpur state. Bahawalpur state was, the Nawabs were one of the families who funded the initial exchequer. The first bank of Pakistan came from their money. और ये हालत देखें, और आप लोग को किसी को इसके बारे में नहीं पता. That's really shameful for all of us, right? Not our fault. This is how we've been taught. You're not going to be expected to be born with this information. Like माँ के कूक से निकले से अम्मा मुझे दरावर फोर्ट लेके जाए. Unlikely. कल परसों खबर में निकला कि सबसे कमज़ोर मार्क्स हमारे CSS के एग्ज़ाम्स में पाक स्टडीज़ वाले थे. I was like, why is that surprising? Like, ज़ाहिर है ये तो होने वाला था, right? So here we are at, now I'm in navy blue. Navy blue selected for the royalty. I'm at navy blue. This is Noor Mahal in Bahawalpur. Right? This is the ladies with me on this trip. All of these people. Yes, this was all the Sana Safina's design team and like, top range. उनके जो भी हैं वो Bahawalpur जाना चाह रहे थे. This was a tour custom made for all of them. All of them had to make new jodas for themselves. But they did it. Right? That's important that they did it. सबने layer, extra layers lace के लगा के अपने कुर्ते लंबे किए. आधे लोगों के दुपट्टे मैं उठा रहा था because they're not used to managing these large volumes of चादर, तो वो नीचे घसीट रहे थे. तो किसी ना किसी के पीछे से आज पे XYZ आपका दुपट्टा लटक रहा है. This is another magnificent place, Takht Bahi. So now I'm in a steel grey. It's a Buddhist monastery, Tantric Buddhist monastery, Mardan. Mardan is an amazing little town. It's at a border. It's at a crossing between the mountains where all the trucks come through. And Mardan has all the prisons which your major names from the Taliban were arrested and kept every time they've been arrested. So uske piche thoda sa upar jaake this is the 3rd century Tantric Buddhist monastery. So it's a scholarly environment. It's a university. So badi khoobsurat jagah hai. अभी इसमें छोटे 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 पत्थर में यूँ लगता है, but actually it all had lime plaster. It had a white lime plaster facade which has disappeared. We were doing drawings there. Drawings is something that's important that we do to again find another way of absorbing and taking this information home. ये मसला होता है कि आराम से आप बैठें. So the looser your clothes, the baggier the clothes, the more ढीला they are. आप कहीं भी बैठ सकते हैं, मैं आपको कहीं ज़बरदस्ती बैठा सकता हूँ. And these are not clothes that you're likely to wear again, so आप फेंक दें उनको, बेशक किसी को दे दें, doesn't matter. या आप समेट के रखें. अब होता ये है कि जो लोग मेरे साथ रेगुलरली जाते हैं उनके पास एक एडिटोर्स का वार्डरोब है जो अनफैशनेबल क्लोथ्स हैं जो मेरे साथ चलते हैं, which I love. So now I've gone into a deep purple. There's an aubergine, same shalwar kameez. It's the same cut, same fabric, same everything. The only thing that changes is the color. So this is, we're now at, who recognizes this? Some of you guys have got to help me out. Somebody recognizes this. लिखा हुआ नीचे यार, अंग्रेजी तो पढ़ ले. Half your information is here. Bibi Jivandi ka tomb hai. This was a woman, a female saint, 13th century, who was known for her jurisprudence. She was the person they would come to for making decisions that were law-based. She was the expert on law for that community. Amazing, amazing that back then they would come to a woman for their decisions, judicial decisions. So ये उसकी शागिर्द ने बनाई थी after she passed away, and it got washed away because of the floods. But look at the clothes, right? सर ढके में ढीले ढाले कपड़े पहने हुए. This, if I'm not mistaken, sitting next to me is Safina's. That's Sadaf. Sana कहीं पीछे थी. But they did it. And that's what's really important, right? To get into the movement of the experience of what's happening. Then if I didn't tell you this, you wouldn't recognize any of these people. यही तो मज़ा है कि what sticks out is the building sticks out. The emotion of that moment sticks out. The memory stays. What did you feel? The design that we talk about, the facades, Kashikari ki jo isme ek spinning design factor, that shows. So iski diwaron mein itni information hai in terms of design that you can't even imagine. And we're talking about it here. I mean, soche wahin jaake khade hoke maine apna stand pe classroom kiya tha. This is Hyderabad, Talpur tombs. Again, this group was given instructions. These people who are in the t-shirts were, I think, last minute additions who didn't get the instructions. Memo nahi mila tha unhe. Bakiyon ko mil gaya tha. Isme se kuch Dubai se bhi log aaye hue the. Hyderabad tombs, easy to see, great space for inspiration for design, understanding proportion, understanding negative space. This is Mir Karam Ali Shah Talpur's. This is Ghulam Haidar's. There's a book on the documentation that we're going through. The left pe balte the, right pe alte the. Right? So also then the clothes in terms of the fabric, the color. In general, I try and make it be appropriate for where I'm at. Right? काला तो दिन में किसी को अलाउ नहीं होता, तो मुझे भी अलाउ नहीं होता. तो यहाँ के लिए I knew that it would have this stony feel. I'm in a pink, which is the one you've used in your poster at the Altid Fort, because मुझे बैठ के वहाँ class चलानी थी, so I wanted to stick out a little bit. But in an ivory here. और इन कुर्तों में अब होने ये लगा है कि हमारे जो हाथ के कढ़ाई वाले कारीगर होते थे वो गायब हो गए हैं. None of you are wearing any embroidery. Some embroidery. Sorry, I don't mean to be looking. No, so yours is,
Machine.
this is all machine. So हाथ की एम्ब्रॉयडरी देखा आपने, मैंने कितने like distastefully ना उसको write off कर दिया. This is all machine. तोबा. So I've not been able to find somebody who can do हाथ की कढ़ाई, और मुझे सिर्फ ये चाहिए होता है और ये चाहिए होता है. So once I discovered it, literally these kurtas take a week or 10 days because वो हाथ से बैठ के एक एक टाका लगा. They're like pieces of art, and I treasure them. So this off-white kurta has a grey embroidery on it. इसके बाद आप एक और देखेंगे. हाथ का काम जो है ना, जो आर्टिजन का काम है, उसकी इतनी वैल्यू है दुनिया में आज. Not only commercial value, but philosophical value, spiritual value, that we are losing. Everything has become so mechanized, so machine, so digital. Digital prints भी हो गए, digital हर चीज़ हो गई है कि जो बंदा हाथ से बैठ के बनाता है, whether it's pottery or it's the कढ़ाई or it's the shoes, they really have a huge value. And these are people who we're losing, which really, for you guys, it would be wonderful to bring them all back alive. कि आप हाथ से काम करना शुरू करें खुद से. Khadi ka Shamoon used to do his khadi work with his own hands once upon a time before he became famous. Kalash, itni inki zabardast history hai of the symbolism between each of the motifs, the colors, why they wear, they do the 2 layers of topis. Meri jo topi isme hai was also handmade kalashi unki wool ki. And it has a markhor on it. जहाँ भी मैंने पहना है लोगों ने कहा कि आपको ये टोपी कहाँ से मिली, because वो markhor किसी को आसानी से मिलता नहीं, वो मेरे लिए किसी ने बना के दिया था. So this is the Kalash Museum. On the top left hand corner, this is the valley. ये मैं किसी के घर पे लंच पे गया था, वो मुझे तोहफा दिया था गुलाबी वाला. It was really really cold, so I had a local wool की brown color की shawl matching my outfit. Again these hideous shoes. And that's the Summer Palace in Chitral. This is Thar Nagar Pakar. The outfit changes. See, now the ajrak has been replaced by what the Thari men wear. So that shocking pink फूलदार चीज़ जो मुझे नहीं आती गर्दन पे किस तरह बांधते, तो मैं झाड़न की तरह उसको लेके कंधे पे घूम रहा था. Which kind of worked. Nobody thought I was like just not sure how to wear it. But फिर मैंने उसको बाद में सर पे बांध ली थी. Because बालों में तकलीफ हो रही थी, उड़ रहे थे, सुन रहे नहीं थे बात. But again, strict dress code. This is, we're at Gori Temple, which is a 1,000-year-old Jain temple now, not being used. Marvi's well, Umarkot Fort, and one of the Choras.
That one is Norfolk or Umarkot?
That is Umarkot. Norfolk के पीछे इतनी हरियाली नहीं है. Oh, sorry. Actually, I think you're right because Umarkot के पीछे तो शहर है पूरा. Then this must be Norfolk. This city नजर नहीं. This is Norfolk. Then you're right. This is Norfolk on the way. Mohenjo-daro. ये हैं outfits. These are the matching chadars and shawls that all the boys got. So there's mine. He had the same. He had the same. He had the same. And there's a little kid. There's a younger kid. This one had the same. इन सब को के लिए खरीद के जाना पड़ा था, भेजना पड़ा था, because they all had the strict dress code to follow, except for little Abbas. But we have a scholarship program, so one person on every trip is allowed to come on as a freebie, and then they have to do research work and write document. काम करना पड़ता है, but scholarship मिलती है आपको. So Mohenjo-daro, आप लोग Mohenjo-daro गए हैं? Please somebody say yes. Yes. Saved. I'm not going to cry as much. And then this is where we're at today, right? So here's the हाथ की कढ़ाई वाला कुर्ता left पे at Khyber Pass. This also has embroidery on it, but it's white, and it's a beige like coffee color. The grey one is grey with white. So I'm almost like in school uniform. I'm in Aitchison College. तो ऊपर से grey, instead of grey patloon and white kurta, मैंने grey kurta white patloon पहनी है. And the one that blends right into the background is the Pak Shaheen boxing complex, boxing school I think in Liari, जिसमें मैं ये camel color का kurta pehna, उस पे white embroidery भी है. We were at Mangu Pir first for the history of the Shidis, and then came here. So something to think about, that the clothing I wear in terms of my response and relationship that I want to inculcate, that I want to start building. मेरे लिए अभी भी एक start है. I've been doing this for 10 years, but it's still a work in progress. The journey continues. And this is something that I am very, very particular about, trying not to step into somebody else's stores, not to tell them how to live, not to steal from them. There's a lot of times you will say inspired by. झूठ होता है, वो plagiarism होती है. And that's what this is. Be very, very careful, sensitive, in a thoughtfully sustainable manner, कि आप इनका काम लेके आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं. How do you modify it? How do you take the best from it without ruining it? You don't want to do design rape. and give due credit. Absolutely. So इसमें, you know, this is something that we really have to be careful about, is cultural appropriation, कि बाहर वाला आपके साथ तो करता ही करता है, but आप तो अपने साथ ना करें. Really super important. There's one other thing that I've been asked to talk about. I don't have a whole lot of material on it, but we've skirted around the issue, is sustainability, right? So bioregional sustainability में वही चीज़ें हैं. We talked about the ajrak and the indigo that's been locally produced. So wherever you can avoid the machine, avoid the chemicals, involve the artisans, see what color you can get from foods, from vegetables, other than indigo, हाथ से बनाएं. मेरा तो ख्याल है जहाँ तक वो जितना वो टेढ़ा बिखड़ा होता है वो उतना ही खूबसूरत होता है, जितनी उसमें परफेक्शन होती है. ये जो मेरे गर्दन की एम्ब्रॉयडरी थी, ये कोई 8-10 दफ़ा सैम्पल्स इसके ज़ाया हुए हैं before I got one that I liked, because they were struggling to make it look identical from top to bottom. And I wanted that, लगे कि हाथ से बनाए भाई, अगर मुझे इस तरह बन जाए तो मैं ना ख़रीदना लूँ सायरा के उसके कपड़े, and I'll just wear these. But I wanted that painterly quality कि वो यहाँ से यहाँ तक the motif is not the same. It's not 100%. आप सारे टीके देखें तो उसकी एक rhythm, इसके एक music होता है उसमें सुनाई देता है, because it's not following a rigid form that's been copy pasted time after time and time. और वो जब कारीगर मुझे कहता है कि सर मुझे हफ्ता लगेगा, लगा लें आप, वो कभी चीज़ हफ्ते में आती है, कभी वो 8 दिन में आती है, कभी वो 10 दिन में आती है, because उसमें उसकी अपनी तकालीफ बीच में आ जाती हैं. बिजली नहीं होती, कोई एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, कोई बीमार हो जाता है. And that's part of the beauty of that process, that you don't restrict it to modern time frames, modern schedules, Western schedules. आप अपने काम में इतनी गुंजाइश छोड़ें कि वो डिज़ाइन भी ब्रीथ कर पाए, उसकी भी एक लाइफ होनी चाहिए. And you involve that life in the product that shows up. Otherwise, you're constantly going to be commercializing and commodifying everything, from the human at the other end, the artisan, the material that's being used, the takas that being made. उस टाके को जिस तरह वो करते हैं ना, उसके आप वीडियोस बैठ के देखें. It's just such a beautiful process to watch. मैं अगर ये कपड़े पहन सकूं while he's doing the सिलाई on me would be ideal. कि कारीगर को साथ रखूं, वो एम्ब्रॉयडरी करता रहे हाथ की, और मैं अपना काम करता रहूं. For me that would be the ideal condition, कि पूरी दुनिया देखें कि कितना खूबसूरत प्रोसेस है जिसको हम मशीनों से इस्तेमाल करके तबाह कर चुके हैं. So that would be something else for you to take on. The whole world is heading towards biosensitivity, artisanship. We were talking about this the other day, that in terms of, if you want to look at inspiration of anybody from the Western portfolio of designers, fashion designers, you're all fashion designer students, the only person who's really understanding, looking at, questioning, challenging the edges, boundaries, silhouettes, structure, architecture of the human form, and the outfit they wear is Margiela, John Galliano designing for Maison Margiela. And if you're willing to palette the bizarreness of it, there's Rei Kawakubo, always Comme des Garçons. So these are the two people that would be my places for you to go for inspiration if you leave Pakistan. What we're doing in terms of fashion here in India is sadly not very interesting. So the onus will fall on you guys to shift that trajectory of design thought. ठीक है? I'll end there, and then if there are any questions, let's try it.
Alright, so here are two actually. You just mentioned how to involve all of these artisans and move towards sustainable, how to encourage sustainable fashion, how to promote slow fashion, all of that. That comes under the umbrella.
Yeah.
But under the sun, there's like so many techniques that we have that involve all of these local artisans and all of that. But if we talk business and if we talk commercialism and if we get real here, right? If we talk producing mass articles, right? And we get these, right? If I'm just trying to cut it short, but like I cannot find a way around it. Like if we look at all of these sustainable brands that are doing sustainable shoes, bags, clothes, they are not in our range to buy. They are not in a layman's range to buy, right? Now the label sustainable has been commercialized too itself, right? So A, how do we prevent this from happening, right? And B, if we are really involving all of our local artisans, how do we manage to produce, how do we involve this in a mass production? Like if we want to make it common, how do we do that?
Very easy, you get the government involved. So there are products being produced at a commercial level, mass produced at a commercial level out of Bangladesh. out of Indonesia. They're using hemp, they're using bamboo, they're using local artisans, and it is happening at a commercial global level where they're being mass produced. Government support is really important, obviously, but it can be done. हमारे यहाँ you would be starting, literally you guys would be starting from zero at scratch because it's not happening, and the price of these products, because the numbers are small, are very expensive. But if you just go across the border, India has been doing it for a decade, Bangladesh has been doing it for years before that. It's not a new phenomena in this region.
All right, and like the second part of it, how do we, like the label sustainable has been commercialized itself. What do we do about that?
Find a new label. Find a new definition. Don't call it sustainability. Call it something else. This is a great time to recreate definitions. This is the time, in fact, because we are going through an enormous cultural change worldwide. So if you're finding that the word sustainability is falling short of its responsibility, find a new term.
It most definitely is actually.
Most definitely, I agree with you. It is. It's been used and abused and it's become jargon. So ditch it. Find another word. I agree. Or kuch?
Yes. What is your tattoo means like?
Personal question for another time.
Okay.
Next.
It was also personal.
Lots of questions?
No, it was also personal. I was asking.
Tattoo का नाम पूछें और
No, not about tattoo. I was asking what inspires you to get into this field. What make you start? No,
I started before that.
I'm talking about the like tourism and all. You said that you were into it before.
Yeah, so it's a good question. So इसका कोई plan नहीं था. It just kind of happened. And it started off as a personal journey. I wanted to understand my roots better. I'd lived 20 years away from Pakistan. I'd come back. I'd grown up in the UK, lived in the US. I'd spent some time in Tokyo and then 7 years in Dubai. So I was kind of like this bad mishmash, like directionless, identityless burger. But I wanted I wanted to reconnect. So I wanted some grounding. I wanted to feel some kind of gosht in my spirit. So I started going to these places and saying, मैं कौन हूँ? That was my question. Who am I? Where have I come from? And it was absolutely a personal journey to understand my cultural lineage. कि मेरे खून में कौन से ममालिक के लोग हैं? Why do I look the way I do? Why do you look the way you do? And where are our connections at a like bloodline level? So that's how it started, and it just kind of grew. This was not part of any great business plan. I had never planned this in 2012. And ये start हुआ है उस वक्त बड़ी छोटी सी चीज़ थी. I was just taking friends and people who were scared because कराची के हालात बुरे थे, इंटीरियर सिंध के हालात politically unstable थे, safety security का बड़ा मसला होता था, and by and large 90% of the people that travel with me are women. Safe environment. So which I'm happy with, right? Because वो फिर घर जाती हैं, वो बच्चों को बताती हैं, वो teachers होती हैं. I know it's moving forward. There are some men that come along, but they're either their sons or their husbands. या कोई historian type होता है. So it's still a personal journey. I'm still discovering things. For instance, हमारे अभी list पे there's 50 places I go to. Sindh itself has 200 sites. KPK has 600 sites. तो I've just not even scratched the surface. I'm looking at the surface. अभी तक मेरा हाथ उसमें पड़ा ही नहीं है. Right? So when I go to these iconic places which nobody knows about. Takht Bahi I've been to 5, 6, 7 times. Every time I go there, I find something new. इस दफ़ा मुझे वहाँ कुछ local जवान किसी शादी के लिए आए हुए थे. They were watching me talk to my group. And they said, sir, हम आपसे कुछ सवाल कर सकते हैं. तो आधा घंटा मैंने बैठ के उनको बता दिया. Because again, pamphlets नहीं है, information नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. शुक्र है वहाँ बाथरूम है. Most जगहों में तो आपको बाथरूम भी नहीं मिलेंगे. आपके काबिल. So it's an absolutely a personal journey that is organically building itself. I'm just kind of like following some sound somewhere. Oh, sorry, there's another question.
What do you expect out of us? How do we help you through this movement?
Just do the best that you can and don't sell Pakistan's soul to the Western world anymore. Find the jewels here in your inspiration. If I had a way, I would take all your Western design influences out of all your work. आप पढ़ें, but मैंने देखना नहीं है. Find hybrids. I would love for you guys to really take ownership of your heritage, of your local history of design, the intense ancient history that we have. Develop it.
Hybrids? I'm sorry.
Hybrids.
Like hybrids of what, East and West? Like
hybrids of East and West. If you want to keep the commercial side, hybrid of itself from old to new, hybrid from architecture to clothing, hybrid from masculine to feminine, hybrid from jewelry to clothing, from food to clothing.
All right, so currently, do you see any brand like ever being very tacky?
Yes, you are, because there's another question waiting here. But I have to quickly tell you, I'm not a fashion person. So my work is architectural. So if you want to get into discussion with brands and things, I'm not that person. I won't have the answers for your questions. Fashion is not my forte. I've worked a little bit in it in the 90s, but I've left it many years behind. I don't know about local brands. ये मैंने आपको दो बता दिए हैं because I follow them. I've followed them all my life. But I don't know anything beyond that. So the fashion person is here. She is your guru. Sorry, there was a question here.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that how can we control the quality when we involve local artisans?
Very difficult, very difficult. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. When I work with local artisans for tiles for people's homes, quality नहीं आती. अभी जिस project पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, I've had to send a whole bunch of tiles back to Multan. The guy that had done the main shrine, I'm blanking right now, in Multan, I went to his कारखाना. I said, मेरे client को ये वाला blue tile पसंद है. I've come here so many times. बना के भेज दें. Simple blue tiles. They couldn't do it. 3 times, I sent it all back. We replaced it with Mohammadi tiles. So Mohammadi tiles is still an old system. It's still being used. I've not bought Spain or Turkish or Chinese. It's still old. It's not that. Hala tiles couldn't deliver, had to go to Nasarpur. So Nasarpur is this version. It's a hybrid. They understand timing, delivery, quality. So then you find some of these people and then you help develop them. किसी को आपने university भेजिया, VCMTA का जो course है वो करा दिया. So we have to give them a lot of support and really nurture them and handhold and babysit because they have no idea of professionalism, of a work ethic. शुरू में बहुत मुश्किल होगी. They're not where India is at and where Bangladesh is at or where Indonesia is at. We just
They stain the fabric.
They stain, they'll stain the fabric. वो run करेगा, वो डोरी टूट जाएगी. I mean, it's just awful. So many times I've thought that the only way to do it is you sit them down, train them under your nose. You create a karkhana for them, not where they live, but where you live, under very controlled, and it'll take 2 or 3 generations.
That's very difficult to bring them out.
That's right. Very difficult, and they'll run back. So if you think that this is something that can happen in 1 generation, it won't. But I have to tell you that there was a time when our haath ka kaam, jo shadi jode, jo pagalpan hua hai, in the last 15-20 years, the number of artisans and craftsmen that just the Sana Safina's label gave work to, there was a time when there were 1,000 people working for them. They were the largest industry doing this. They did it, right? वो कहीं ना कहीं से start हुआ. उन्होंने किया बाकी सब छोटे like Faiza Sami वगैरह, these are all much smaller in scale. So it can happen, right? They did bring them out of what they were used to doing and did what has made them who they are.
Bahawalpur is the hub for that.
Who?
They have, Bahawalpur is the hub.
Bahawalpur is the hub for that.
All designers have their...
इसीलिए तो इन लोग के साथ बहावलपुर गए थे. Punjab has a lot more happening. Sindh you will really struggle with. And across the board, चारपाई बनाने के लिए मुश्किल होता है. I mean.
Thank you so much.
Sure. जी.
You studied in Mira, you did your bachelor's there. So in that period, you felt something like a detachment or lack of cultural heritage from there. Like you studied there, and now when you came back here, have you any on that thing? Like you felt that if it would be more better if you have studied here, or if you have been more culturally, related to it, or studied related to
Here or
our
there?
culture. Yeah, here. Like you studied there. So have you ever thought it would be more better if you studied here and like more attached to your culture and your heritage at that period, on that period?
So at that period, I was 18.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about anything. ये तो सारी मुझे वही अब जाके बुढ़ापे में आई है ना. हाँ, इसी उम्र में आती है. I mean, better than having not had it, right? I could have died and thought New York was cool. So उस वक्त my idea was to just get away from the UK, and I wanted to be someplace where I needed to find my own voice. I needed to understand who I was, just at a personal level. कि मैंने architecture करना है, कि ये करना है, कि fashion करना है, New York में ठहरना है, कि नहीं करना है. I was just finding my own voice. So at 18, I had no idea कि cultural heritage या architectural heritage कि मेरे क्या roots होंगे. I knew I was Pakistani. I didn't let that go ever. But इस level की conversation, I was too young for it. और वो 90s में when I came back, I was doing my PhD, and उस वक्त ये बातें शुरू हुई हैं. So 95-96 में I did a personal tour of all the shrines across the country. कि first to figure out कि मेरे spiritual history क्या चीज़ है. Then MTV आता था, चैनल भी आता था, TV पे मडोना है, बाहर घूंघट डाल हुई औरत झाड़ू दे रही है. You know, then I started thinking about these disconnects. So where I'm at today started in 95, 96. I did a little bit of work in fashion to understand कि why are we constantly making women look like dolls at their weddings. You're educated, you're working, फिर आप आके शादी करके बैठती हैं. You can't move, you're in a 15-20 kilo जोड़ा, इतना makeup थोपा हुआ होता है, वो like I don't get it. Like, and then there was this whole discussion of अच्छा फिर कपड़े उतार दो. You know, then so modernity is not nudity. That was my big thing. कि how do we work with this? How do we not, you know, do this like crazy, like turn her into a doll, extremely unfeminist. So ये सारी बातें उस वक्त शुरू हो गई थी. Why does a man look like he's got more makeup on than she does? इतनी उसकी grooming होती है कि, you know, so toxic masculinity had started triggering off in those. But all of these things are congealing and coming closer to some kind of a logic now. Since I've come back and realized कि अब मैंने यहीं ठहरना है. With all of this nonsense we have to put up with and the Multani tiles that have to go back, I'm not going anywhere. And things are making more sense to me now. I'm older, more mature, I have more information to play with and more information to reject. The one thing that's important is ये जो बात है ना, मैंने बहुत सोचा कि suppose मैं बाहर नहीं जाता, suppose मैं UK नहीं जाता, so मेरा जो reaction इतना clearly anti-West है ना, वो नहीं होता. I would have still had this romantic idea कि पढ़ना चाहिए बाहर और वहाँ रहना चाहिए, global. अब मेरा वो हो चुका है. So because हो चुका है, मुझे एक दफ़ा एक दोस्त ने कहा था, he was a pilot and he was wanting to move to Canada. And I said, क्या बकवास है यार, don't go. He said, देखो it's unfair, तुम कर चुके हो, मुझे कर लेने दो ना, मैं 2 साल बाद, 3 साल बाद, 10 साल बाद वापस आऊँगा. But it's unfair for you to take that opportunity away from me. I've never lived abroad. You've done it so you can reject it. That's a key difference. If I'd stayed here, I may not be as clear about the difference, right? So I've been raised by the colonialists. My school in England were the same people called the Imperial Service College, believe it or not. वो East India Company के soldiers वहाँ train होके आते थे यहाँ. So you know, I've been raised in that environment. Then raised in New York where everything, they don't know anything about us. Abhi bhi, the people that I deal with, my old professors who I'm still in touch with, are so intrigued that I'm living in Pakistan and what's happening. All my friends from all over the world
have a very myopic vision.
Very myopic vision. Like the coolest of my professors have a very myopic vision. So मेरे लिए तो बड़ी मज़े की चीज़ है कि I can sit here and be that channel to show people what Pakistan is about beyond what media shows them. But ये सब नहीं होता अगर मैं यहाँ ठहर जाता. I think I would have been a very different human being if I'd stayed behind. मेरा जो ये reaction हुआ है ना, it's been developing over the years.
I think travel can be good for a person, like you can
It's very good for that.
exposure, different exposure.
And I've been away since I was 14. So I left when I was 14, I'm now 50. So it's been a lot of years of this coming together. इस तरफ और कोई सवाल थे आप लोगों दोनों के पीछे? Sure.
Which place gets you most lost? Like, I know that these are all historical places and they have their own charm, but which place gets you most out of it? And the people.
So, you know, each place is from a different era. It's difficult because as much as I love Ranikote, वहाँ मैंने रातें गुजारी हैं 2-2, 3-3 दिन. I love Mohenjo-daro because of what it teaches me about urban planning and control and Big Brother and somebody watching. मैं जब मेहरगढ़ गया हूँ क्वेटा से बाहर, इतना उसका बुरा हाल था कि रोना आ रहा था to look at it all in just bad खंडर shape. I can't even take you to Mehergarh, there's nothing to see. When I go to Kailash and I have food with like this living museum people, they're dying. मेरे नज़रों के सामने 6,000 से 3,500 हो गए in the last 10 years. These are families that I'm friends with and I'm watching them wipe out. You know, because our government doesn't support them, poverty है, बिजली नहीं है, forced Islamization हो रही है, औरतों को तंग करते हैं. So every place has a very special place in my heart, and I think there's some connection that I have to all of these people. And वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि वो cultural lineage में ना इन लोग सब का एक role होता है. So I don't have, unfortunately or fortunately, any favorites. मेरे कल परसों किसी ने जानवरों के बारे में ही पूछा था, are you dog person or cat person? I'm not a speciesist. They're all the same. And you go to these places ना, हर जगह में एक अलग कैफियत मिलती है. It sings to a different part of your soul. Last question.
You're moving cube editor. Why not triangle, circle editor?
So cube came out of this dabba, the utopian shape. It came. Remember, I said it came out of my professional practice. So it was part of the architectural thing. वो मेरा architectural firm का वो डब्बा है उसका logo. So उसी में से निकला था. It became cube का ही edutors.
And logo is circular.
Well, so the circular logo, this universal thing, has now it's happened in the last 3 years. पहले कोई डब्बा नुमा चीज़ होती थी. Bauhaus type, yeah, blue, yellow, red. Thank you, folks. That was great. Saira said time out. Enough for me to chat.
But I'm hoping that you're going to take something out of this, if not a lot, because Kafi did take a trip with me to Makli Wagera, so they could make these connections, and we do have these, albeit very short ones, but we do try to have these conversations. So it's great to have this semester start off with you.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I hope that was helpful at some level somewhere. कुछ शायद आपको याद दिलाए.